Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the raw, unfiltered reality of your 20s with a countdown of the 7 brutal truths I wish I'd known at 20. Forget the highlight reels. This is about what really happens, what nobody tells you, and how you can get ahead of the curve. Stick around to the end. I promise, your future self will thank you. Let's kick things off with expectation versus reality. Ever imagined your 20s would be an endless montage of rooftop parties, dream jobs, and easy friendships? Social media and TV shows like Friends make it look like everyone's living the life. But here's the kicker. Most of us are learning on the fly, broke, or just plain lost. The picture-perfect 20s are mostly marketing. Behind every Instagram story is someone searching for answers. So, if your reality feels miles away from that glossy highlight reel, congratulations. You're actually living authentically. Let's break down why that's not only okay, but totally normal. Truth number 2. Every single decision you make is like investing in your future self. When you're 20, it's tempting to let future you handle the hard stuff, saving, health, and even awkward conversations. But each choice becomes a gift or a curse 3 years down the line. Will tomorrow you be grateful for that risk, or stuck cleaning up the mess? Think about school loans, binge watching versus skills, speaking up or staying silent. The secret? Start asking, will future me thank me for this? It's a small question with massive payoffs. Comparison, let's talk about it. Scrolling through endless feeds of people who seem to have it all can crush your confidence. But here's the uncomfortable truth. You're seeing their highlight reel, not their behind the scenes. No one's posting about their panic attacks, overdue rent, or the fights they had with roommates. The fastest way to kill joy is to compare your raw footage to someone else's edited life. Try this. Swap judgment for a little compassion for yourself and others. Everyone's fighting monsters you can't see. Ready for a hot take? The new experiences and wild nights out are fun until they're not. Substances and late-night choices feel like rites of passage, but the rush fades. That high, it never fully returns, no matter how many times you chase it. What's left often is exhaustion, regret, or wasted days. Instead of losing yourself in that cycle, ask what actually energizes you when you're totally sober. The truest fun is the kind that still feels good the next morning. Let's bust another myth. If you're not crushing it before 30, you're failing. Society's invisible scoreboard says success means followers, promotions, or owning property. Reality check. After basic needs, fulfillment comes from inside, not the numbers. If you're not where you thought you'd be, you're in the majority, not behind. Measure your progress by what matters to you, not the world. That's the scoreboard that never lies. Here's the paradox. Discipline actually sets you free. It sounds backwards, but it's true. When you build small, daily habits, waking early, learning, caring for yourself, you're buying freedom down the line. Hard choices now make everything later so much easier. Imagine your life as a garden. Water it daily, pull the weeds, and things will bloom. Let the little tasks slide, and you'll be battling a jungle. Start with one tiny habit and let momentum grow. Change of scenery feels like an easy fix. When things get tough, it's tempting to move cities, start a new job, or reinvent yourself. But wherever you go, there you are, and your unresolved stuff, too. Trauma, mistakes, and old patterns don't disappear when you step off a plane. The only way forward is through. Healing starts when you're honest, not when you're elsewhere. Before you book the next one-way ticket, ask what you're really trying to leave behind. Let's get real about loneliness. You can be surrounded by people and still feel isolated, especially when everyone else seems to be thriving. In your 20s, friendship dynamics shift fast. Old friends leave, new ones come and go. It's normal to feel lost in the shuffle. Sometimes, you have to be your own anchor. Reach out, open up, even if it's awkward. Real connection starts with real talk, and it's worth the risk. Here's a truth nobody preps you for. Your values will shift, sometimes dramatically. What you swear is your dream at May 20th feel like a costume by 25. Careers, beliefs, even relationships evolve as you do. The key is flexibility. Allow your dreams to change without branding yourself a quitter. Growth means outgrowing. The sooner you accept the plot twists, the sooner you start writing a life that fits you. Money stress is real and almost universal. In your 20s, finances are often a mess. Tight budgets, looming debt, maybe a wild night or two gone way over budget. Here's the trick. Learning basic money management early buys you room to breathe later. Master the basics. Budget, save, invest just a little. One smart financial move in your 20s can save a dozen headaches in your 30s. It's not sexy, but it's freedom. Ready for some honesty about mental health? In your 20s, you may face anxiety, self-doubt, or even moments so overwhelming you want to hide. Here's what nobody tells you. Keeping those feelings secret only gives them more power. Vulnerability is strength. Reaching out, even just to a friend or a journal, starts the healing. You're not broken, you're human. Speaking your truth is the bravest act in your toolkit. Here's the curveball. Most opportunities that seem scary at 20 are the ones you'll remember with pride later. Taking the first solo trip, applying for the impossible internship, or confessing your real feelings. These become growth milestones. Regret rarely comes from failing, it comes from never trying. You can play it safe, but adventure loves the bold. Next time you hesitate, ask, what would my bolder self do? Everybody says network, but what matters is authentic connection, not shallow schmoozing. The strongest relationships are built on real conversation, mutual help, and showing up. Your network is your net worth, but only if it's honest. Start by being genuinely curious, asking real questions, and offering help. When things get tough, those true connections make the difference, not business cards. Here's the final and biggest secret. Most people have no idea what they're doing in their 20s. Everyone is improvising, doubting, and second-guessing behind closed doors. The biggest growth hack is admitting you don't have all the answers, then learning as you go. Your 20s aren't a test, they're practice. Give yourself grace. Your messy, authentic journey is the best teacher you'll ever have. Thanks for sticking with me through the 7 truths every 20-something needs and rarely gets to hear. Your journey is uniquely yours, but sharing and learning together is how we all level up. Drop your biggest wake-up call or advice in the comments. And if you found this helpful, hit subscribe for more real talk on surviving and thriving in your 20s. Catch you in the next one.